Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sagi Fogwe podcast. It's been a minute. We took a little pause here. It's been happening, personal life, in professional life, the community. As everybody knows, a lot has been going on. So, I took a little pause. I know I had a show a few weeks ago, but the past few weeks, a lot has been sitting on my mind relating to the topic that we're going to have today. And the topic is, why should I belong to my alumni association? Why should I belong to my ex-student association? It's a question we need to answer for those of us who are from Cameroon, specifically Africa in general, who went to boarding school, day school, and you spent at least 5 years in that school. You build a bond with those people you go to school with. And over time, we believe in having those alumni associations. But the question comes up, do people want to belong? If they belong, are they really engaged? Are they fully engaged in their alumni groups? And if they're there, what is their goal? What is the vision? Why are they connected? So I have a few people on here. We were gonna have a bigger panel, but because of life happens, and some people had to take care of that, which we understand. We have a few people here representing different schools who will come up. They're experts more than I am, so I'm just the moderator here. So I'm going to bring them to the stage, and we'll start this conversation and go from there. And if you don't know who I am, Sagi Fogwe, the host of the Sagi Fogwe podcast. I'll bring these experts up here. I'm a one-man media show. Doing my technical stuff as well. I'm still learning. So welcome everybody. Welcome. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
welcome.
All right. Nijo Free just came at the nick of time, and he's an expert. He's gonna jump right in here and just take it over. But Doc, I'll start with you, and then I'll go to Dr. Sharon, and then Nijo Free here, and just introduce yourselves to the audience.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on this show. I am Dr. Steve Andose. I am actually the first president of Boba USA. When Boba USA was founded in 1993, I was the founding president. A lot has changed since then, including my wrinkles have increased since then. Currently I'm out of the administration, but I was pulled back to help organize the convention that we're having here, July 4th, Independence Day, here in Dallas. We're having the Boba USA convention, and I was called in to help chair that committee. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. And then Sharon.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I am the current national president for PEMEXA USA. And same, I'm excited to be here and, share thoughts and, in this journey with the podcast. So thanks for having us here. And same, I'm representing PEMEXA, PSS Mancon. We also have our convention here in Dallas the weekend of July 17th. And I look forward to you all being there with us.
Awesome. Need Geoffrey.
Oh, yes. My name is Geoffrey Akwaji. I'm a Boba in the Dallas chapter and a member of the Dallas chapter. And we are having this problem that you just, triggered here, which is probably generic in many associations. And I'm looking forward to have the others participate to see how we can bridge this drift that is so common and alarming within our organization, particularly like our Boba organization. So I live in Fort Worth, Texas.
All right. Nice to have you. Manka. So I have Manka all the way from Cameroon. Now, she was having some technical difficulties, but apparently she was able to join us. So Manka, go ahead and introduce yourself and who you're representing. Can you hear us? I think you're muted.
There's still technical difficulties.
Yeah, she's frozen. So yeah, so we'll go. I think Helen joined. If Helen, if you can hear us, we're just introducing ourselves. If you're able to, if not, we'll just go ahead with the conversation, and then whenever you can jump in. Yeah, I see both of them. They're muted, so I'll just keep looking to see you know, when their mics are open. So let me. Yeah. All right. So let's start with Dr. Steve. So my first question, and you guys kind of yeah, you guys kind of asked, you jumped to, you know, to the to the conventions and events and already, but which is good. It's part of the conversation, right? So what are the main struggles that Bobans are experiencing when it comes to engagement, like getting members engaged? What are some of what are a few of those struggles that you're having?
Thank you very much, Sagi. This is a very pertinent question because I think it's existential, in the sense that that is a fundamental issue that we have been struggling with as an association since inception, which is how to get members to enroll and to stay engaged and to stay committed to our mission. The issue, as I see it, is that we, BOBA, and I think the other alumni associations, we have dual objectives, dual missions. One is to support the alma mater back in Cameroon and the surrounding communities so that they continue to pursue the educational mission. And in our case, an educational mission that is tied to our faith as Christians, be it as Presbyterians or Catholics, as the case may be. That is one mission. The other is to have support mechanisms for our community here in the United States, to help members of our community cope with the life challenges that we face here in the United States. We have been more successful in the former than in the latter, in that we have been better able to mobilize, to provide resources to the alma mater. Yeah. And I think there are two reasons for that. One is that it is directly tied to our institutional mission as charitable organizations, 501c3 organizations. Mm-hmm. So it is easy to defend or to have defensible projects under the 501c3 charter when you clearly have an entity, an existing entity that is pursuing a non-profit mission that you're supporting. So the second reason is that it has been easier for us to engage a larger community in support of those projects back in Cameroon than to cater to the welfare of members here in the US. Mm-hmm. The welfare of Bobans in the US is primarily of concern to Bobans. It's an issue that is not of interest to anybody outside of our organization. And so to mobilize resources to support those programs, we really basically have to rely on internal means of support. Mm-hmm. But we can go out to the larger community and mobilize resources in support of the alma mater and the attendant projects.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. I mean, those are really pertinent points that, and I think it's across the board with all the schools. I'll go to Sharon. Sharon, PEMEXA, let's let's hear from you about what Pemexa is struggling with in terms of membership engagement.
I would say, yeah, we're definitely facing a similar thing. When I took over, and of course, I took over from Sagi here, who was the previous former national president. I came in more was to kind of help bridge the gap, because before we had a huge gap with the age, group. The younger population was not present. So when I took over last year, I believe we breached that gap. I brought in the younger population, but we noticed now this year it seems like it switched. Now the older generation kind of backed away. They were not present last year. So now we're faced with, okay, how can we get those, the older members back and also maintain the younger crowd back? Because now we're facing, it sounds like we're back to square one. How do we keep both, all the generations together and keep them engaged as well? So again, same struggle here. I don't know what it is. We're still trying to figure it out and see how we can help. We've tried different ways, social media. That worked as far as getting the younger crowd, but now as far as how to maintain and keep them, that's where we are now.
Yep, and she's right with that the generational gap, because there's always that there were younger ones who had preconceived ideas that the older Pemexans were taking over, or they were set in their ways. They were acting like they were back in school where it's like, oh, I'm a big sister. But for the most part, like in our local chapter, we don't see that. We see the older ones commingling with the younger ones, wanting them to to do what they need to do. Yes, you have a few people who are set in their ways, but it doesn't stop people from speaking up. We're all adults. It's not a matter of back in school when you had to you have to call me Sister Sari, or I'll eat your fish. I'll eat your egg. Things like that. It's not that. We want to hear from everybody, because even the younger Pemexans have very brilliant ideas that can make the organization move forward. So that's a main struggle, trying to bridge that gap, the generational gap. Me, Geoffrey.
Well,
how
yes,
do we fix this
Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying that the doctors have addressed the problem, but we need to dig into it a little deeper. For like Boba in Dallas, for example, area, we have understood that it's a problem that only is institutional, not individual, though it's affecting most of the younger generations. They kind of see that are generated, driven down into project on campus while they are struggling here. Sometimes they don't even have guidance or mentorship. So it's a huge problem. And I think with the permission of the chair here, those are some of the things we're going to suggest, that we have to stop focusing on campus. Sometimes we need to get out of it and even touch the Bourbons. They have started doing that with the project that we'll present about, like some kind of insurance form, because it's very disheartening that year in, year round, you only hear Boba when you are, wanting donations. After the convention, the whole thing dies out. And then the next year, younger generation, they keep hearing only donations, without the community aspect. And that is a problem that we are struggling to see how we can address. And I just want to assure all the Bourbons who are Dallas and in general that this has been taken into consideration, and more focus is going to be oriented towards their own needs, and not driven down or invested only on campus. So that is a problem. We also have a problem. The lady president for Pemexa, is it Ms. Sharon?
Yes.
Yeah, she mentioned about the seniors. When you were senior, you brought in the younger ones and they're doing, but it's a problem with Boba, because a lot of some of our seniors who are supposed to be like cheerleaders, are presenting themselves like are presenting themselves like, it's kind of like a brand erosion. Younger generation do not see them active, and some of them argue that if we know this person as a senior Boban or no here and there, and Boban thing is going on, he's not questioning, he's not raising his voice, then who are we, the younger generation? So that brand erosion is partially affecting us, the seniors in Boba, and it's something that we need to together find a solution. And I think these solutions can be communal, they can be common, in all of our organizations. And I would just leave it there at this point. The drift is.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, we definitely are starting this conversation. Today is really just touching the topics here. This conversation will not, I promise you, it will not end today. We will not end the conversation today. We'll have multiple sessions of this because I really just wanted us to start it. But I think Manka's back on, so hopefully network is letting her speak for us. Just introduce yourself, who you're representing, and then I also have Helen on the on the other line. So Manka, go ahead. No luck. No, she's still frozen. Okay, Helen, go ahead. She's on the road, heading to SECA meeting, so that's why she's off camera.
Okay, hello everybody. My apologies, had an emergency, so had to get on the road. But I'm just happy that we're having this conversation. And Sagi, just correct me if I'm wrong. Your question was, what can we do to entice or bring new members and keep them? Is that correct?
Well, we were actually talking about the struggles. Everyone was just kind of introducing what their organization is struggling with.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I did hear what the others were saying, and I think the main thing is bringing the members and also keeping the members. When you look at the generation, so when you have the 2000s, thinking maybe it's just the older people that are there and they don't see what what they can benefit if they join. And we also, so what we're doing now is trying to look at the dynamics of our group. I don't know if this, can you guys hear me well?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we
Yes,
do.
you're
We
loud
do.
and clear. Yeah,
Okay.
loud and clear.
So
We just
so
yeah.
so what we're trying to do is look at the dynamics. When we think about ourselves when we're in secondary school, we're all single, right? No children, no husbands, no wives. But now we find ourselves in situations where people have spouses, people have children. So we're trying to come up with programs that will not only benefit the members, but benefit their children. Something that would allow someone to come. So if you're going to come to a meeting, maybe come up with something that allows people to come with their children, because that is going to help people to show up at the meeting. So those are some of the struggles for us, is having these members come and knowing that there's a place for them, given their current dynamics, being that they're married, being that they have children, and also trying to figure out how to stay within our mission and vision. Someone did mention about the focus on the school. For most of us, when we started this organization, our mission and vision was focusing back on the school. But as time goes on, we start realizing that there's a need for ourselves. So you get that question, what about us? What about us? So while we don't want to cancel the original mission and vision, what we are doing, and I don't know about the other schools, which would be good, is come up with programs within. So for EXA, we have a professional and development committee. And what we do is come up with programs to benefit the members. So we talk about resume writing, raising a child with like special needs children, raising teenagers, helping your child get into college, planning for retirement, real estate. Like, so we have different aspects to benefit our members. We have domestic violence, we have marriage counseling. So we have certain programs to help our members. And we also encourage members that when they ask the question, what does the group do for me? To ask themselves that question, what can they do for the group? So it's something that you guys need to challenge your members to ask that question. If you want something, what can you give to make sure that happens?
That's awesome. Thank you, Helen. So Helen is also a PEMEXan, even though she didn't introduce herself as a PEMEXan.
I didn't even get to introduce myself at all.
I know. So she's a DFW president for EXA, and then she went to PSS too. So so it's a crossover, and I think three of us here are kind of that crossover too, because Manka here, who's about to introduce herself, is also a PEMEXan, my classmate in PSS, and then my classmate in GBHS. So Manka, go ahead and try to introduce yourself. Let's see if we can hear you. No, you're muted. Unmute. Unmute yourself. Yeah, I still see your mic muted. Okay. All right. While she's trying to unmute, that way we keep moving on. We keep moving on. So yeah, Helen brought up a very big point. So she was coming, she presented their problem, but also came with solutions, and which those solutions that she just presented can help all of us. So I hope we're taking mental notes, and there'll be a video that I'll share after this, that we can go back to, and we can share this video so people can actually watch it, and we can pick up some solutions from there. But what I got from it was we need to put that mask on, the gas mask on, before we're trying to help the next person, like on the plane. So we're trying to make sure that people can breathe while they're here in the US before we can actually say that we're doing projects back home. So question, and I know that we're not going deep into the issues today, but we're kind of starting the conversation. But collaboration, how can we as alumni associations collaborate with each other to work together so that we're not just standing apart and being islands, like, oh, I'm PEMEXA, I'll do my own thing on my own. How can we work with each other? How can PEMEXA work with BOBA? How can BOBA work with SECARETS? How can SECA, I know SECA and Bali don't have, like a really, but we have to start having those, those relationships. I know SECA and SOBA, LESA and SHESA, people have their relationships based on the history from back home, but we have to break those barriers now and start crossing over and helping each other. So how do you guys suggest that we can collaborate to help solve some of these problems? So now it's more like the problem solving side of the conversation. Let's start with Sharon.
I think that'd be a great idea if we can work together, even if it's just like doing like community projects within our different branches. That'll help. One thing that I think we did for the first time with Lessons had their convention here. I mean, doesn't help. A lot of them are my friends, so it was easy for me to collaborate with them. But they did a great job marketing their convention. They sold out tickets, but they reached out to different schools when they were doing some of the promotion videos. I did a promotion video for them. They posted it on their website. That showed, collaboration. Saying that, PEMEXans will be present at theirs, and they're going to do the same for us. They're going to show up for ours. And I also brought up with them, like, hey, maybe sometime next year we can look into doing projects together. Like for One Dallas, we normally do like during Thanksgiving, feed the homeless, things like that. Maybe we can plan to go together as different schools together and do a community service together. I think those are things too that if we come back to our schools and show the members like, hey, this is, we're working together, that could be motivating too, and, attract some members when they see that.
I like that. I like that idea. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Dr. Steve.
Yeah, that's an excellent idea, by the way, Sharon. Yes, I agree that the most straightforward way to collaborate is to jointly do projects. And we have to be intentional in the drafting and the crafting of the project so that we can bring in all of our assets, our respective assets and equities into the project. As Sharon was talking, I was just reviewing in my mind, there is the provost of the Cameroon Christian University has already reached out to us in back channels, and she is trying to garner up an effort to to mobilize resources both in Cameroon and in the diaspora to resuscitate that Cameroon Christian University. That is obviously a project that, at least within the Protestant faith, Pemexa, Kupexa, Boba, the Presbyterian and the Baptist, Seka included, the Presbyterian and Baptist schools that are based on the Protestant faith. That is definitely a natural joint project for all of those institutions to now have a university that exists sort of as an umbrella, which is the next transition from high school to a university within the Cameroon Christian educational tradition would be transitioning from Bali or PSS, Mancon, PSS Kumba, Seka, directly into that Cameroon Christian University.
Yeah.
So I don't know about its viability, but that's something that would be natural as a means to garner us to work collaboratively.
So that definitely will be a large project that, down the road, start off local, and then when people then you expand, like people should have, because one of my questions here was about vision, like a 3 to 5 year vision. People have like 6 months projects that they want to do, short term, long term, and all that. So that definitely could be on that list of projects, to do collaboratively. Yeah, Geoffrey.
Thank you. I'm looking at my own in terms of collaboration. We know we have this problem, but I don't know how best we can come together like alumni to address the issue commonly within our own folks. But most importantly, I like to look at the on our side part of the cooperation. Like, can we make a day, one day in a year, to say alumni celebration, a party day where all the alumni can go even for picnic, collaborate jointly, mingle, and from there we can germinate some other kind of stuff that can be productive in that collaboration. That's how I look at it. Mm-hmm.
I'm smiling because Geoffrey he likes to party. I knew that his answer will not. It will not escape partying. Like, it has to have partying in it, because this Rafre, if I show up to 3 events in a row, I'll see him at least at 2 of them.
That's good, because sometimes a lot of things come up from these meetups and parties,
Yes, I love it.
You sit there and come up with better ideas.
Yeah, I love it. He never fails. He's an enjoyment minister. I love it.
We will create that portfolio for him.
Yes. Yeah, Helen, collaboration.
I like the question a lot, and I'm sure, Sagi, as you know, to answer Geoffrey's suggestion, we actually did do what we called an alumni Olympics a few years back in Dallas, where we had all the different alumni. Well, not all, but some. I know PSS was there, NOAT was there, and we came together, did competition for track, different things. And when you come, you bring some food stuff, which we collectively donated to a food bank, and somehow that kind of fell apart. And so what I decided to, I just took over office in January. So I reached out to
You're going in and out, Helen. Yeah, she's driving, so she's going
to have the bobas, the chef. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yes. Now we can.
Okay, sorry. The I have Boba, I have Pemex, I have Lesser, I have St. Augustine in that group. And if there's anyone here whose organization is not there, please let me know so I can add you. The reason why I created that was for the same purpose, collaboration. So we can meet and discuss our difficulties, our wins, so we can share what is working and what is not working, because there's no need for us to reinvent the wheel. And one thing that when we talk about collaboration, I would like for us to stay away from is a transactional relationship where
Yeah.
you invite me to a party and I come and give you $500 and I expect you to come back to my party and give me $500. I don't think that's collaboration. We need to look at ways to grow. Sharon did mention we're all from Cameroon, so we're strangers in this in our community. We want the community that we live in to know us, to know about our country, to know about our background. So when we collaborate and volunteer in the community, we come strong in the community. People will get to know us and they can support us a lot better. Together, we can find ways not to task our members so much. For EXA, and I believe the other organizations, we're all 501c3. There's so many benefits out there that we all can benefit to support the members' growth, to support the activities we do back home. So if we can come together and brainstorm and how we can explore some of the opportunities that is available in this country, it's going to go a long way. If SASE have the a project. They did boreholes, and Seika is going to do boreholes. There's no reason why we cannot contact them to tell us their process, the lessons learned. So if we're going to do it, we don't repeat the same mistakes. So for me, that's the way I look at collaboration. If there's a real estate agent in Pemexa Group, we should be able to invite them to our SECA meeting to come talk to our members.
Mhm.
So we support each other in that manner. A lot of us have children in this country, and they're growing in a way that is different from the way that we grew up. It would be nice if we have a picnic, a back to school fair. We bring our children so our children can meet each other, meet fellow Cameroonian children who were born here. At my nephew's college, American born, Cameroon raised. They have something in common that is different from your 100% American children. Your children may not talk to you about it, but believe me, they are missing something that
Yeah.
we can benefit from. And Sharon, I did see your message, and I will add you to the group. And if you can encourage your other presidents in the other chapters, the other states, to create
Mhm.
something like that, it's going to be amazing. And yes, Seka, I know you mentioned Seka's relationship with Sase. We actually proposed an idea once to have a joint convention, and it kind of died. That was many years ago. And we're thinking maybe we can do something where we have a joint event in the DFW area. We have to start from somewhere,
Yeah.
and then maybe nationally they'll take it from there.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. So that group is that will carry this idea. I'm doing my bit with the podcast, just this platform. That's my bit. And of course I'll support any collaboration. So I was trying to keep the our show really short, but so I wanted to go into the events, like for everybody to just talk about their events that are coming up, because yes, we're doing the collaboration. We have these issues going on. I know my friend here, Manka, has been having trouble, but I'm sure the next show will try to work on her technical difficulties, and hopefully she'll be able to join us. But let me start with I'll start with Boba. So Boba has their event coming up next week. So I'm gonna bring up your flyer, and then Geoffrey, you can just talk about what people should look for next week. What are we coming to do?
Yeah, next week is a very, very dense week for Boba. And I just want to put all of us on notice. This is a World Cup edition of the Boba Convention. It's not going to happen again. So if you are in Dallas, know that you'll be missing something you will never meet in your lifetime. So we're going to have a convention. The gala is going to be on Saturday. And we do have tables which are still available here for sale. We have the gold tier. We have the premium, the gold, and the silver tables. Premium is 3,000, gold is 2,000, and silver is 1,500. It comes with a huge, huge, huge motivational package. Not about drinks only. You're going to go home with some T-shirts and some other kind of gadgets when you purchase a table. Before Saturday, we have a boat ride, which is going to be in Lake Texoma. That boat ride has been discounted from $150 dollars to 100 for the locals only. We still pay 150 like Bob. So if you're a local community, and if you're in a local community here, know that you have a discounted boat ride ticket. In that boat ride, it's a unique one too because it's hybrid. It's gonna be in the boat experience, riding in a boat and partying and doing everything. I know Sagi is going to still mention that partying. And then
because it always has to do with partying. Need your freak, it doesn't fail.
and the trigger is the island experience where we have to land on the beach and do the partying there, swimming. There's going to be jet skis available for those who want to use it. We're going to have tug of war, beach volley, beach soccer, and of course partying. That's live. That is live. So it is going to be huge. Please, if you have not purchased your ticket for the boat ride for Dallas, for Boba Dallas, on the third of Friday, the 3rd of June 2026. Please just purchase that ticket. We have the number on our sticker. Is very easy. You can purchase a ticket from there, as well as the tables. The tables are still available. It's going to be a unique World Cup edition of Boba USA here in Dallas.
Awesome,
Bachir, you can conclude.
There's nothing to add to what you have said, Jeffrey. I think you've said it all. Thank you very much. I was just about to sign off. So thank you all.
Yeah.
It's been a great conversation.
Thank you, Dr. Steve. We'll catch up behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And then we'll move on to PEMEXA. Sharon.
So PEMEXA, our convention is coming up still here in Dallas, following Boba on the weekend of the 17th to the 19th. We start on Friday, AGM, some more PEMEXA focused, and then Saturday we have a barbecue in the daytime. You're welcome to join us, and then our gala is Saturday night. We're not doing tables this year. We're just focused on just getting guests to come in and have fun. Our tickets are, yes, you can see on the flyer, $100 to come in, and then we have our church service Sunday and some refreshments after that. So again, welcome to join us, and I look forward to seeing you all there.
Yeah, so that's the Saturday flyer, and and we'll start circulate. We've been circulating these, so we'll keep doing that. Yeah. Sharon is a lady of few words. She moves things along. You should see our meetings, very short. All right. Okay. That's extra.
All right. So can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
I cannot hear you. So if you can hear me, just nod so I can see it.
We can hear you.
All right, thank you. So I just saw the flyer, so I know it's my turn.
Yes,
but for some reason, I cannot hear you. So if you have anything nice to tell me, just tell me later. So,
Okay.
well, I just wanted to tell you about our EXA USA convention. First off, this is our 25th annual convention, which actually doubles as our 25th anniversary of our organization. And the amazing thing is that this organization was founded in Dallas in 2001. So it only made sense for the organization to come back to Dallas to celebrate their silver jubilee in the city where it all started. So it's really exciting. Let me just quickly tell you a little bit about our company. We talked about meeting people where they are. Our convention is not only focused on our members. We actually have a portion for the children. So we have a kids gala. So we have gala for kids 13 and under, and another gala for kids 14 and over. We also have a personal and professional development section for our kids on different things, social media dangers, applying for college, health, and bullying and all the good stuff. We understand that some of our members come with spouses. We don't want the husbands to be bored and be idle or be babysitters. So we actually have a room, a man cave for the husbands, and we have activities just for them. So we make sure everybody is cared for. If you send your child to Seka, we call you a visionary. So we accommodate all our visionaries. Your brother, your sister, we have something for them. Your friend, we have something for them. So everybody is welcome to our convention. We have a field day where we'll have soccer, and I see Pemexa already sent us 2 players. We're waiting on Bobans to send us their players, and we're waiting on Lessa and Okoyong to send us their players. So we'll have a soccer of EXA members versus the other alumni ladies. We plan on having sack race and other activities. So please, please, if you have not sent names of your members who will participate, please let us know. And then, of course, we have our gala, which is going to take place on August 1st, Saturday, cocktail hour first, and then a gala that I cannot explain it. You just have to come. XIUSA convention is a movement where I guess the best description is where innovation meets tomorrow. It's an experience. I'm looking for the words and I cannot get it. So get your tickets, $150 per person. A table is 2,000 for 8 people. We don't have that many tables. I think we have 10 as 2 tables that are left. So please, if you're interested, let me know. Remember, it's an experience you don't want to forget. And if you would like to spend the night at our convention hotel, yes, we make that happen for you so you don't have to drive back home after the party. Let me know and I'll make it happen. Thank you all so much.
Have you seen a Prezi who's a marketer? That's it.
The marketer indeed.
A Prezi who can market. I'm telling you, this lady. Oh my goodness. All right. So y'all heard it. Everybody, has something coming up. We're grateful to have you guys on the show today. We can go around and just do final thoughts, what you want people to walk away from here with. And we'll just, that way we can call it a day and not drag it out too long. We want people to watch this video later, but if it's too long, they will definitely click away. So we'll start with Sharon and then Geoffrey and then Helen. Just final thoughts, what you want people to gather from here.
My takeaway is I definitely love the collaboration idea. Again, thank you for putting this together. I love the ideas that we shared. I definitely look forward to all of us, all the schools working together and continue to bring ideas together on how to grow all of our organizations and be stronger.
Thank you. Geoffrey, party.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that collaboration. The same like everybody is doing, and it will be a starter for a new edition of alumni cooperation in the USA. We start by bringing that community activity. Kids come, men, ladies and gentlemen come. We function like one, and a lot of things are going to emanate from that kind of a reunion. Our kids are there, spouses, our community is ground on one spot. The community, not as a session, not as a Boban, not as a Sacred Heart or whatever, but like alumni, Cameroon alumni in the DFW area. We can boom that. And before I go, 1 minute, there's a raffle draw going for the Boba event. It's $50.
I better win it, Geoffrey. I better win it. Let me stop you right here. Don't do this. I already bought a ticket. Let's not have more people.
She has the winning ticket.
I already took the day off.
Oh, really? Thank you so much. Just for the benefit of the others to know, it's $50. The first prize is a completely sponsored 3-day vacation spouse for both you and your spouse to Cancun with no dime out of your pocket. The second prize is iPhone Pro Max 17 or Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Third prize, $500. So with $50, you can go away with a trip to Cancun with your spouse, or you have the iPhone $500 or some other considerable prices. So I'm going to end there. But let's trigger this, Sharon, please. Let's do this work. Helen, we have to do an Cameroonian alumni in Dallas, so that we start off to understand our problems and solve them. Thank you. Thank you, Sagi, for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Yeah, Helen, final thoughts.
I'm just happy that we're here and sharing our experiences. It helps you know that you're in the right track. It helps you know that your problems are not isolated. And so it's just a good feeling. So you know what others are going through and you know what problems others have faced and fixed, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So I know I can call A, I can call B, and brainstorm, and just knowing that everybody is available to collaborate, because sometimes you have a thought but you don't know how it's going to be received. So my hope is that the next one we will see more people. And for our presidential, I can't remember how Father Desmond termed it, the Dallas Presidential Circle. I'm hoping that we'll have an in-person meeting with all the presidents to have some discussions, and maybe from there we can reach out to you, Saki, where we will come back to your podcast. We'll come back strong and have a
Yeah.
good conversation.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you guys so much. We'll wrap it up here right at 45, 46 minutes. But I want to thank each and every one of you. It was short notice and you guys answered the call and you were here. We'll do it again. We'll send other reps, we'll get other voices in, but we definitely will not end the conversation here. So thank you guys, and know that this platform is a community platform for anybody who has anything positive in the community that you're doing that you want to showcase. It's here for you to use it and just do what show whatever you're doing to the world, so that we can keep growing every day. So thank you guys, and until next time, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank